A very good morning to my dear students. So, I hope that you are doing well and keeping safe at your homes. Anyway, let us continue with the story which we started in the last class. Yeah, I hope that you remember the story. So, we just started the story uncovering the ghost of Nancy Drew. So, in the last class, we were actually going with the mystery regarding the Nancy Drew book series. And when in the last class, it was clearly understood that the Nancy Drew book is actually a female counterpart to Hardy Boys series published by or created by the publisher Edward Stratemeyer in 1930. So he actually wanted a female counterpart to his Hardy Boys series, and for that purpose he actually created the Nancy Drew book series. So anyway, it was actually Edward Stratemeyer in 1930 as the female counterpart to his Hardy Boys series created the Nancy Drew book series. It was completely an unknown factor who actually wrote the Nancy Drew book series. So that remained as a mystery, and that mystery was actually going to reveal here in the story. Okay, and in the last class we also found that when the library worker called Jeffrey Lapin, he discovered something mysterious about the favorite book detective Nancy Drew, and or when he searched many books, he found that the only printed fact he could find was the name Caroline Keene on many books. Okay, and after that he could also find Caroline Keene, the real name unknown. So that actually made, or that actually developed a kind of curiosity in him, and he actually went behind that. Okay, so in that way he suddenly found a clue message inside a Baltimore library book, and there it was actually written right next to the name Caroline Keene. There was also written the name Mildred Wirt, and after the name Mildred Wirt, there was also another clue that see American women. And when he went to American women, or when he took American women, he was completely surprised by the fact he found there. Then he found that someone named Mildred Ward Benson had written almost 130 children's books, and from that time onwards he came to identify that it was actually the Caroline Keene. He came to the conclusion that most probably Caroline Keene and Mildred Ward Benson were the same person, because he thought that it might be possible that Caroline Keene would be the pseudonym for Mildred Ward Benson. So when he found many facts about Mildred Ward Benson, he clearly understood that that person had used pseudonyms. Pseudonym means unreal names, and in that way he came to the conclusion that Caroline Keene was actually the pseudonym, actually the unreal name, or the another name used by Mildred Ward Benson while he wrote something. So in that way there was actually a mystery behind this Nancy Drew book series. So then his curiosity began to rise, and then he actually wanted to clarify whether these people were the same. Means Mildred Ward Benson and Carolyn Keene were same. So for that, he actually wanted to take more books regarding the same. So what his idea was actually try to compare their handwritings. So yeah, that is what in the last class we just saw the particular expression, that fingerprints. So in that way, Jeffrey Lapin actually wanted to compare these people's fingerprints. That means these people's handwriting. Yeah, just in order to reveal, or in order to find whether these people were same or not. Okay, and because no one could ever duplicate their fingerprints or their handwriting. So that is what Jeffrey Lapkin found it was actually the best way to verify or come to the conclusion whether these people were same or not. Okay, so in that way, he was actually behind this thing in order to know more about, or in order to reveal the mystery regarding the Nancy Book Drew series. Okay, so actually till then we discussed in the last class. Now we can move to the next paragraph. All of you please take page number 122, and here we are going with the rest of the story. So please do listen. I am going to read, and please do listen and read along with me. Only Mildred could reveal this secret. So every people were really excited to know the fact that whether Carolyn Keene and Mildred Ward Benson were the same person, were same. So it is here said that only Mildred could reveal the secret. So Jeffrey arranged an interview. The moment they met, he felt as if he were talking to Nancy Drew herself. As a long-time reporter for the Toledo Blade, Mildred had detecting in her blood just as Nancy did. Like Nancy, Mildred broke molds of what people thought women should do. She was the first woman to graduate from the University of Iowa School of Journalism. In 1927, she received the first master's degree the school ever gave. Her adventurous life included becoming a pilot and a champion diver and swimmer. After sharing these details about her life, Mildred confirmed what Jeffrey suspected. She was the original Carolyn Keene. So here it is said that only Mildred Ward Benson could reveal the secret. So for that purpose, Jeffrey arranged an interview. Then what happened? The moment they met, means the moment when Jeffrey Lapkin and Mildred Ward Benson met, Jeffrey Lapin felt as if he were talking to Nancy Drew herself. That means there was a close similarity between the characters of Nancy Drew herself and Mildred Ward Benson. So from that time onwards, or from that time itself, Jeffrey Lapkin concluded that it was none other than Nancy Drew herself. Okay, so he felt as if he were talking to Nancy Drew herself. As a long-time reporter for the Toledo Blade, Mildred had detecting in her blood just as Nancy did, and he could also find certain similarities in their characteristics. So in the previous paragraph, we had seen that and Mildred had written those adventures using different author names. So in the previous paragraph, we came to know that Nancy Drew was having adventures under the name of other characters. So from the previous paragraph itself, we came to the fact that Nancy was somehow an adventurous person. So while Jeffrey was actually talking to Mildred, he could also feel such kind of an adventurous trait in her character also. So that is what here it is said, that Mildred had detecting in her blood just as Nancy did. So that simply means there were some sort of similarities in their personality. Like Nancy, Mildred broke molds of what people thought women should do. That we had already seen that Nancy was an adventurous person. So likewise here also it is said that like Nancy, Mildred broke molds. What do you mean by broke molds? Broke molds means changed what people expected from a situation, especially by acting in an original way. So like Nancy, Mildred Ward Benson also broke the traditional pattern of the society, in which they always mention that women should do this thing and women should not do this thing. So Mildred was like Nancy, adventurous, and she broke all the traditional barriers which the society made for, especially for women. So that is what here it is said, that broke molds, broke the walls of what people thought women should do. So in each and every society, there were so many regulations and restrictions or rules regarding what women should do and what women should not do. So Mildred showed the courage to break all those set patterns or all those set restrictions or rules. So in that way, here it is said that she was adventurous as that of Nancy. What were actually the adventurous activities she had done, breaking all those traditional conventions which were set by the society? Look at the remaining part. Here it is written. She was the first woman to graduate from the University of Iowa School of Journalism. At that time, the women was not allowed to take graduation or take higher education, but she broke all those traditional conventions and be a graduate from the University of Iowa School of Journalism. Maybe she took her education or graduation in journalism. So that was not till then not acceptable or was not allowed for women. In 1927, she received the first master's degree the school ever gave, and she became the first person to hold a master's degree, and it was actually for the first time in the history of that school giving a master's degree to a woman. Her adventurous life included becoming a pilot and a champion diver and swimmer. So till then, women could never thought of becoming a pilot, a champion diver and swimmer. But she, became a pilot and a champion diver. So in that way, she broke the traditional conventions of society. So that is what it is here said, that she was adventurous like that of Nancy. Okay. After sharing these details about her life, Mildred confirmed what Jeffrey suspected, and finally he approved, or she approved, or she confirmed what Jeffrey suspected. So what was actually the suspect? Whether they were same. So finally she confirmed Jeffrey's doubt. She was the original Caroline King. She finally agreed that she was the original Caroline King. It was her pseudonym. She used to write under the pseudonym of Caroline King. Her original identity was Mildred Ward Benson. Okay, now we are moving on to the next paragraph. Please do listen and to read along with me. When Mildred was a college student, she had heard of a writing job with the Edward Staidmire Publishing Syndicate. Staidmire had decided to form a sort of factory to write children's books. His idea was to hire writers to ghostwrite books under made-up names. This way, he could hire various writers to author a series from his own story ideas. He would be able to publish many books quickly, and if one writer quit, it would not mean the end of a series. So this was actually happened with the Nancy Drew series. And what actually happened with the Nancy Drew series? Yeah, when Mildred was a college student, she had heard of writing job with the Edward Staidmire Publishing Syndicate. So we had already known that Edward Staidmire was actually a publisher, and Edward Staidmire created many characters. So likewise, Edward Staidmire actually wanted to publish many books. So he actually wanted to have many writers for the completion of his varying series. So in that way, he actually gave advertisement in order to have as much as writers as possible for the completion of varying series. So in such a way, Mildred actually accepted Edward Staidmire's offer, and she came there as a ghost writer under made up names. So actually the point is that Edward Staidmire actually wanted to complete his books, and for that he hired many writers, and Mildred Ward Benson was actually such kind of a writer who accepted the offer given by Edward Staidmire. Okay, so his idea was to hire writers to ghostwrite books under made up names. So here the Staidmire's idea was to hire writers to ghostwrite. Ghostwrite, what do you mean by ghostwrite? Write a book, etc. for another person. So here these writers were called in order to write something, in order to write a book, or in order to write something for another person. Here for whom? For Edward Staidmire. This way he could hire various writers to author a series from his own story ideas. So in that way, what was actually the purpose of Edward Staidmire was actually to hire as much as writers for the completion of his series in his own story ideas. Okay, he would be able to publish many books quickly. So as a result, because he had so many writers with him, so he would be able to publish many books quickly. And if one writer quit, so in case if unfortunately if one writer quit, it would not affect the whole series, because he could complete the series with other writers. So this was actually the plan. This was actually the thing that was done by Edward Staidmire. And actually, yeah, Mildred Ward Benson was actually a writer, a writer who actually accepted the offer put forward or given by Edward Staidmire in order to complete his series. Okay, now we are going with the next paragraph. Listen. Staidmire offered Mildred the job of ghostwriting a new series about a girl named Nancy Drew. She accepted. She wanted to give readers a girl heroine who was different from any other at that time. Nancy would love to explore and find adventures in her everyday life. She would be intelligent and have a new kind of freedom about her. Mildred wanted readers to feel as if they were sharing Nancy's adventures and to dream about adventures of their own. So, what is actually conveyed here in this paragraph is, we just saw that actually the publisher Edward Staidmire was actually planning to complete a book series, and in order to complete that book series he actually wanted many writers. So for that purpose, he hired many writers, and among those many hired writers, one among them was actually whom? The Mildred Ward Benson. Okay, when Mildred Ward Benson got an offer or got an invitation from Stratemeyer in order to complete his series, yeah, Mildred accepted the offer. So right from the time Mildred accepted the offer from Edward Stratemeyer, she was actually thinking about giving something new, giving something extraordinary to her readers. So that is what here it is said. Here it is written that she wanted to give readers a girl heroine who is different from any other at that time. So from the time she actually took the offer from Edward Stratemeyer, the publisher, she was actually thinking about giving something different, she was actually thinking to create an extraordinary girl heroine who was totally and typically different from all those characters or all those heroines at that time. So that was actually her plan. And right from the time she accepted the challenge or she accepted the offer, she was actually working hard for that. Nancy would love to explore and find adventures in her everyday life. So she actually wanted to create Nancy as an adventurous person. She actually wanted to create Nancy as a person who always would love to explore and find adventures in her everyday life. And she would be intelligent and have a new kind of freedom about her. So she actually wanted to create a Nancy as a person who was intelligent and at the same time who had a new kind of freedom about her. And more than that, or moreover, Mildred wanted readers to feel as if they were sharing Nancy's adventures and to dream about adventures of their own. So through the characters, through the portrayal of the heroine, the girl heroine, the extraordinary girl heroine Nancy, what was in the mind of Mildred Ward Benson was actually, while a reader was reading the heroine Nancy, the reader should feel as if he or she was sharing Nancy's adventures and to dream about adventures of their own. So once they complete reading Nancy, or once they read Nancy's adventures, that would definitely make them to feel that, yeah, it was not Nancy's adventures, it was adventures of their own. So in that way, she actually wanted to bring this character very comfortable, in a very comfortable manner or in a very friendly manner to that of the reader who was reading the Nancy Drew series. So this was actually the attempt planned and was tried to put forward by whom? By Mildred Ward Benson, when she was actually thinking about creating such a character, such an extraordinary character called, such an extraordinary girl heroine called Nancy. So in that way, he actually wanted to bring, or he actually wanted to create, or he actually wanted to portray a heroine, a girl heroine like Nancy, typically different from the traditional heroes or the heroines at that time. So she actually wanted to, break all those traditional conventions about heroines or about heroes, and she actually wanted to create her girl heroine in a way that was typically different from the traditional views or typically different from the portrayal of girl heroines till then. So this was actually what she dreamt while she was in the making process of the girl heroine called Nancy. Okay, this is all about the paragraph, and now we are actually moving to the next paragraph. Here I am going to read the next paragraph. Please do listen and read along with me. At first, Stratemeyer was disappointed with Mildred's Nancy. He thought she was too nervy. Nervy, the meaning is given there, brave and confident in a way that perhaps offended some readers. but the books were a huge hit. As Caroline Keene, Mildred wrote 23 of the first 30 Nancy Drew mysteries. After she left the company, other authors, including Stratemayer's daughter Harriet Adams, took over the series. Mildred was sworn to secrecy. Okay, so here it is conveyed that actually in the beginning the publisher was not at all satisfied with Mildred's Nancy. The fault that the publisher found with Mildred's Nancy was the character was too nervy. That means the character was too brave and confident in a way that perhaps offended some readers. See, for example, if some characters were so much brave and so much confident, maybe the audience or maybe the readers would not love them. So such kind of a mistake was, or such kind of a fault was found by the publisher with Mildred's Nancy. But breaking all their expectations, the book became a huge hit. And after that, as Caroline Keene, so Mildred actually wrote under the pseudonym of Caroline Keene. That is what here it is said, that as Caroline Keene, Mildred wrote 23 of the first 13 Nancy Drew mysteries. So among the first 30 Nancy Drew series, the first 23 were written by Mildred under the pseudonym of Caroline Keene. And after that, after some years, she left the company. She left the company means she left the publishing company owned by whom? Owned by Edward Stratemeyer. Other authors, including the daughter of Stratemeyer, known as Harriet Adams, took over the series. So when Mildred actually left the company, or resigned the job and left the company, we have already come to know that there were actually 30 Nancy Drew series, and the first 23 were written by whom? Were written by Mildred wrote. So the rest 7 series were written by whom? Were written by Harriet Adams under the same pseudonym Caroline Keene. Yeah, so that is what here it is said, that after she left the company, other authors took over the series. Other authors in like Harriet Adams took over the series, or took the charge of writing or completing the series. Mildred was sworn to secrecy. What do you mean by sworn to secrecy? Made to promise not to reveal her identity. So when she left from that company, she promised the authority that she would never reveal her identity, because if she revealed her identity, that might affect the entire series. That not entire series, that might affect the series that were published after she resigned from the company. Okay, maybe it might be because of that she promised that she would never reveal her identity. Now listen, here we are moving with the last part of the chapter. For most of her life, Mildred kept the secret of her role in writing the Nancy Drew books. Even when her daughter came home from school upset because no one believed her mom had written the books, Mildred kept silent. So till the last moments in her life, she made this as a secret thing. So till the last moments in her life, she kept this as very secret. Then in 1980, Geoffrey Lapin heard about a court case involving the publishers of the Nancy Drew mysteries. Harriet Adams was claiming to be the one and only Caroline Keene. Geoffrey told Mildred, and she appeared in court to identify the work releases that proved her authorship. The ghost of Nancy Drew was uncovered. So then what actually paved the way for unveiling or uncovering the ghost of Nancy Drew then? Yeah, actually there was a court case with regard to the publication of the Nancy Drew mysteries. So when such a case was actually going, in the court. Actually, Harriet Adams, the daughter of the publisher Edward Stratemeyer, actually claimed that she was actually the one and only Caroline Keene, who was the author of Nancy Drew series. But at that time, Jeffrey told Mildred, and she appeared in court to identify the work releases that proved her authorship. So at that time, Mildred actually, Jeffrey Lapin actually told Mildred, and as a result, Mildred appeared in the court to identify the work releases that proved her authorship. So at that time, she appeared in the court and proved her identity regarding the publication of the first 23 series. So in that way, so at that moment, the ghost of Nancy Drew was uncovered. That means from that time onwards, the rest of the world came to know that it was not actually Harriet Adams was the creator of the Nancy Drew series, but it was actually whom? It was actually the Mildred Ward Benson, who actually wrote under the pseudonym of Caroline Keene. Okay. Mildred Ward Benson lived to be 96. She wrote many other children's books during her lifetime, as well as her own newspaper column. To many Nancy Drew fans, she will always be remembered as a real Caroline Keene. So she lived up to 96, and she was a famous writer. So she wrote many other children's books, and apart from that, she was also a column writer. She used to write newspaper columns. Then to many Nancy Drew fans, she will always be remembered as a real Caroline Keene. So from that time onwards, many of her fans realized that she was actually the real figure behind the Caroline Keene, behind the writer Caroline, or behind the pseudonym Caroline Keene. So in this way, the ghost of Nancy Drew was, the ghost of Nancy Drew was uncovered at last. So this is all about the chapter. I hope that you understood everything which we discussed today in the class. So you have to go to the question answers and try to find out the answers by yourself. Anyway, I will share the question answers in your WhatsApp group. Anyway, we will have a detailed discussion on the same in the coming Zoom interaction. Okay. So I hope that you understood everything. So I think it's the time to wind up. Anyway, thank you and have a nice day. Thank you and bye bye.